So, hello. Let me stop that in case that affects any copyright stuff. I was just listening to, it was just a matter of credit, listening to adult books. And it was on the song Nihilism for Beginners. Um, okay, so back to the handle. So, what I ended with yesterday was the doing the new base for the handle, since I had kind of broken the other one as I was making it for the handle that I broke. So I think the cycle at this point. Once again, it's this handle right there. And I'm just creating a new wooden handle for it instead of going out and buying a $40 handle or whatever. And I'm still, of course, hoping that this works. I don't know for sure. But, sometimes maybe you might tune in just to see me fail. I don't really know. Or zoom from where I was. Very small workbench here. Let me go get this pen. Got everything here. I'm gonna try this marker thing in the chat. Where is that? Wonder later on, the editing process. Okay, so I got these two cut using old screws I took out of some sheetrock, as you can see. But it's going to go through the base and then about that far, and so it'll stick in about this far. Let's see, probably about that far into the peg. And with the glue in place, hopefully it'll push the glue up. And once again, we're just kind of experimenting. I'm hoping this will work out, but who knows? This is the dowel I cut from. This is the wood I cut the base from. And these are the paper that I use to shape the base. So, and to sand on the handle as well. There's the handle, smoothed it out pretty well on all sides. I might do a little bit more after I put it together, possibly. Because first I want to make sure I'm not going to break it. There's the finer grit sandpaper that I used as a finishing touch. Original base, which they can go out more like this on the original base, which has to match up with the outside handle. So that's just to give me an idea of where I can drill into these holes. Once again, I will want to angle it back a little bit so that we leave room to go straight into the screws with a drill or a screwdriver or whatever. So I'm gonna still angle it. I just basically held it there. I didn't. Big. If I. It was in the drill the whole. like this. I've got this one already cut. I did that before I broke the first base, but you can see it does kind of angle back a little bit. It you know, well, it's probably hard to see actually, but it's possible that I could just have this going towards the door, and in which case this could be straight, and then that would be going into this way, and then the other one would be going into, oops, gotta try to hold it together. The other one, we're going back at an angle this way and hit it right about there. So let's see. This is on there, like in that little space. I'd clamp it in place with my hands. And this is, I can do this angle on this one. I'm gonna try to put it down on here and see how that looks. That's one way to just push it down. Okay. So with the angle as it is, clamping these together with my hand. Yeah, it angles down back toward the thing. So I almost at an angle. It's not going down. I don't know. This might look right. Right now, this is what it looks like. One going straight across, one going down. And if you think, should I do it? Should I just readjust this angle here so that it's straighter out of there, and then there? I think I'm out this way. Okay. Okay. So let me just make sure. And it's not rocket science. I'm just gonna do my best, you know. So it's gonna be more like okay. Okay. You can see that. Okay, so instead of being at this angle, it's going to be more at this angle. Instead of this, it's going to be more like this. Okay. And then plug your drill in. That's probably a good idea, right? And don't try to plug it into the plug you just took out of the thing. That's not going to work. So, yeah, this is what I have to deal with every day. Okay. So just make sure, always measure twice, drill once, or measure twice, cut once, right? That's how the saying goes. Okay, so if it's like this, I want this hand to be straight up like that. Or should be like that. Which way I was going to have it? This way? Probably. Okay, so because this goes forward towards it, and this also goes forward towards it, and then back. If it goes this way, it goes away from it, and it goes away from it, and then back. So I think this is better. So it'll be at an angle like this. Oops. Like this. So like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go straight down with this at this angle like that. Angle right there. want to go too far in. I don't know how close I am already to this. Oh, I think I'm really close to the edge on it. You just look at how far down I've already gone. It's real close to the edge. So I think I might just scoop out a little bit more of this area manually, and then that way this sit in there nicely. Oh, there's still going to be a little extra. What I'm going to do with that? Hopefully the glue will look okay there. I don't know. I think the glue should be able to be stained the same way as the wood, but it's kind of scary. Okay, maybe some wood putty or something I can put in there. But let me just check it too and make sure. If we have it at this angle right here, that'll probably work. I'll do it with a screwdriver. Or one of these, actually. Try that. Yeah, that's not really working. That'll be difficult to. Okay, so. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna copy and paste marker, I think, whenever I need to use that. Okay, so. Okay. So now I'm going to use the chisel. I'm gonna try to do it without the hammer first. It's gonna be angled back. It's a lot of spatial thinking here, spatial reasoning. I cut out a little bit more on this side. So I don't know if you can see this. I'm trying to cut out this side a little bit more than the other side. Just in case. Might be a better angle with less backlighting. I'm just putting pressure down on the chisel and moving it forward with this hand. So pushing down with this thumb, pushing forward with this hand. So there was one more tool that I didn't mention we needed at the very beginning, or the beginning of part one at least. And here's just hoping I don't break it. Work it in there a little bit. And then I'll move this side a little bit because it's not lining up with that. Okay. See how it sits. Sits a little bit better now. Still got that extra space there that I was worried about. But if we just see if I'm on the right track, if we do it like this, it's sitting perfectly in there. I mean, at the angle that I want, not the original one. then let's see, if it's at this angle, it's right. So I need to go into this side a little bit more. As you can see, this is really not rocket science because I don't even know if it's going to work out. I'm really just kind of hoping I have a basic idea of what will work. And that it does work out. Yeah. I want to get these deeper here, but I can't risk using the drill bit because the point of the drill bit is almost at the edge of the handle. I can almost sense it. And also just putting it up against it, it looked like it was close to the edge there. So chiseling needed. Let's see if I'm doing the right angle. Keep checking. Sitting in there pretty nicely. I need to go maybe a little bit deeper. And at that angle, it's still going down a little bit. So in order to bring it up, and it's going to be in there a little, so it's not going to be this far away from there. Just trying to plan ahead. So I want it to be more like this. Then I need to go in a little bit more on this side. Oh, whoops. I would go out and just buy a $40 hand in that, you know? Oh, I watched News of the World last night with my brother, so I'm going to have a review on that one. Actually, I've got the first thoughts already up on the team.blogspot.com. Yeah, that's right. Of course, I'll have the first 15 time to take your leave up on the first 15 with the first spell with a 1 for the I and a 5 for the S. F1R 5T 15.blogspot.com. 15 spelled out there. If you're worried about going to the movies, because you have to take restroom breaks and stuff, and then what are you going to miss? I'll give you the times to do that and what happens during those times. So on that one, and then the full review. mustwatchhigh.blogspot.com. So I need to go a little deeper into this side. I definitely couldn't have risked going this deep with that drill bit, for sure. Oh, I'm making this week. Still pretty good. Now it's sitting in there pretty good. Still got that. But if we have it sitting in there like that, and it's just angled back, it's pretty parallel. Pretty good. And we'll also have one line going up this way. I mean, the other one going up that way. So, whoop. I just want to make sure that on this side, at least, it's really kind of flush and in a way knows where it's supposed to be. So I'm just going to cut this side down a little bit just to hopefully make it match the other side and hopefully not go too far. different angle in case those angles weren't working. Once again, just pushing down with this thumb while I'm pushing forward with this hand. Okay, check that. It's got to sit up like this for that to work. So as you can see, I have to fix that somehow. In the meantime, I'm just going to go a little deeper on this side. If you tune in to watch me fail, that might happen pretty soon here. Might be making this wood too weak to handle the truth. Anyway, short story, or long story short, I should say. If you haven't seen News of the World on the big screen, go see it. Try to support the movies at the theaters, because I feel like it's all going to go away soon. And if you really care about being able to experience that big screen thing, and comment below, especially if you're one of the people that do like the theater, because I need to know that there's more people out there like my brother and I, that we're not the only ones. Because actually right now, if you go to the theater during the COVID time, you're basically driving to your own private theater. At least that's how we see it, because you know, we don't have a movie theater in our own home, which would be cool. But at the same time, it's kind of cool to go somewhere too and experience something outside of our house. So, but anyway, in this case, we're going theater. That's our very own. We get our own private showing because nobody's going to the movies right now. So, word to the wise, this is actually the best time to go to the theaters. Everybody sees all my videos because, you know, I got that crazy view. Sometimes like 1 view, 2 views on my videos. It's pretty amazing what I've been able to accomplish here. Okay, so there, that's probably good. And how much of a gap? That much. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Don't really want to go too much deeper, but yeah, I kind of do. I don't know. This could be the fail. This could be the fail of the century. Well, of the last few days. I got so many fails. My sandpaper. Okay, I don't want to go more than halfway through this thing, so I'm gonna leave it there. So it's good. At an angle. Pretty early. Big gap though. Let's figure something out there. Yeah. I think first step would be to put a hole in here and have a little kind of anchor that goes into this hole. And what I can do about that, in fact, I could probably control the angle by putting a drill or a tiny drill bit into the. Let me see here. Okay, so this is the right angle. Yes. Oh, kind of slipping out the other side. Okay, so I have it there. I'm about to go in at this angle here with a small drill bit like this. I'm going to try to keep this angle the same. Move this away and move this into it. Okay, so I've got a little space to go there, so I'm just gonna gonna hold this here for now. Well, I have to change this anyway, so that this fits in and locks into place pretty easily. I'm just going to put that in. I don't remember which way. It's righty-tighty from above, so yeah. So you got to turn it as if the clock is facing this way. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in there, put something in there, kind of lock it in place. That's the plan now anyway. New plan. Yes. Okay. And so this will go down at this angle here. Drop this thing out of the way. And go into this a little bit. I can probably fill that in, right? Okay, so anyway, that'll be the angle that this will go into this. Maybe it's a good thing that I did, because that does not look right. But I guess it must be, because I held it together while I checked. Okay. So I'm going to hold it like this and drill back through that. Now I got that one there. So, actually, a toothpick will probably work for this. I'm going to go get a toothpick. Okay. So I'm just going to break off this piece, or the point, because I want to kind of use the biggest or the thickest part of the toothpick, and I'm going to put that in that little tiny hole there. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, yeah, it's going all the way through. In fact, I'm going to put it through there, and I'm going to break off a little bit more. So I'm really using the thickest part of the toothpick. Okay, so I got that going through there, and then I'm gonna break. Oh, didn't mean to break it that close. Okay, so I broke off that much, but that should be enough to go into this. So now that's sort of holding it in place. Got that little gap as we saw before, but the toothpick is pretty much holding that in place there, so that's good. Interesting. Okay. And looks good. Cool. Like to kind of go a slight angle, hopefully too noticeable, but and then there will be this one. That'll be there. Leaving a little room for that mark for where the screw is. And then this one will be here. So the question, do I put this in place first before I really put out? I don't know. I think I'm gonna, I guess these can go slightly out like that and that. Then they both match, so good. So, then it'll be, let's see, is that straight? Is that parallel or, yeah, seems to be right. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Now this way it doesn't look so good. I don't know if that's gonna be obvious or. I mean, the handle itself changes throughout here, so maybe it's okay if these angles change a little bit too. I don't see why that would be a problem necessarily. But then again, I often like things people don't like and don't understand why people like some things that they do like. So, let's see. So that. I think I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go into this one this way. Or this way. Okay. Oh. You know what? Maybe I should drill these holes first, in fact. I'm gonna like get the toothpick thing in place first, then plan out the rest. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm gonna get right center here. Oh. That's estimated. Right. Oh my gosh. I'm moving it. No. Oh, and I see the pencil too. that's not going to be found. Okay, I guess I'll just use this last. Oh, there it is. It fell in. Luckily, there's a little bit left sticking out. It's, I need tweezers. Just had tweezers yesterday. I have no idea what to do with them. Seems like it's coming out a little bit. Don't want to break it as I do. As I too often do. Very disappointing. Try to twist it out. Might have to go tweezers after all. Teeth are too thick. Drop the other piece of toothpick. Okay, so tweezer hunt. Didn't mean to bring that. All right, so let's see these tweezers first. I brought a couple just in case. These are kind of weak. Kind of bend around it. That's a good thing I brought two. Man, this thing is really stuck in there. This one's bending around it too. Well, I guess I just got to drill this thing out of here. Oh, no, a little bigger. You know, I saw a hack once about using wet bread to get splinters out. The splinter moves out of your finger and into the wet bread. So I wonder if that would work on this. Toothpick's just getting mangled at the end. What I need is a smaller drill bit to drill into the tweezer. I mean, into the toothpick, so I can put another inside of it and try to pull it out. No, I don't know. That wet bread thing I think took a little while though. I don't really want to waste time. I'll just drill into it. This could be another big fail right here. This could be where all my work was for nothing. Just kind of mangling the end of it right now. Slow, just in case. You know what? I'm gonna put it back in place. I hope just this doesn't like blow up the whole thing, you know. I'll put it back in place and get that right angle again. I think I could put this hole on the other side, in fact. I'm just going to redo the hole, in fact. So, I have it at this angle. Because it's kind of off center. It's on this side. So I'm going to try to do the hole on this side. Oh, my sandpaper fell. I forgot. Just use the fine sandpaper for now. Okay. Wow. It's crazy. All these things you got to think about. Okay, so that is about parallel this way and this way. Did I just do the same thing twice? Whoops. I have it out slight angle. I think is what I decided. Slight angle right there. Yeah, so that looks about like the same gap, right? Oh, I did it on the wrong side. I did it on the side that had the hole already for where it's gonna fit through the base, that original base that I broke already, of course. Okay, so like this. Looks about right. According to the, not right, but okay, put it down. Let's kind of push a little bit. I'm gonna go to because I don't want the next. I'm gonna connect it with the toothpick. Where did the toothpick go? Okay, I'll do it. From another toothpick. Now once again, I'm gonna snap off the end. this, twisting it around so that it's the way that it needs to be for it to fit flush on this side. Seems to be a little bit more of a gap there, but I guess it'll have to do for now. Okay. So as deep as that one will go into that, so I'm just going to break this off. Oh, I just broke the other side. Just going to break that off now and go through here again. Seems like that's no good. It's like that. That's probably the best right there. Push it in as far as it'll go. Could probably send it off or break it off later. Twisting it around, twisting it around. So it's flush, and we get the least amount of gap here as possible. That's probably going to be the right way. Okay. So then that'll be there, and this will be here. So it's not exactly the same angle, as you can see. But will it matter? I don't know. It'll be flush this way, and so I'm just going to go here at least. It'll be at this angle. Okay. All right, a little more to the 10% went back, and then not quite. I want to make sure I'm not going to go too deep, so might be getting pretty close there. Pretty close to the edge, so I'm going to stop. Uh-oh. Dowel toe, and lost that toothpick. So, I need to watch a YouTube video on how to keep a toothpick in a hole temporarily. I made one about this. Oh, there you go. That's pretty flush. Angle there. This is going to go into here. Not too bad, although actually the angles are wrong. This one needs to go a little bit more like this. Instead of like this, it needs to go out like this. So instead of this, it has to go out like this, 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 this. this. I'm not sure which angle works best for the thing now, but I'm glad I stopped before I went too far because I need to adjust to go. Okay, so more like this. Yes, I believe. Yeah, just to make it at that angle. Try to poke a hole at that angle there. And give it a little guide to go into. It works. I'll put that point into that little hole that I just made. Okay, try to do it this way. Of course, it's always better to clamp things down, but it's kind of an irregular shape thing. Now, I think the reason I keep having to chisel that because that is such a long point, it would go all the way through before it got that. Let me just see how where this is started here, if that's the right angle. So it's like this. I just need to go deeper than that. And like this for here. That's about right, I think. Looks about right. So if this is going through like this, it looks like I'm gonna have a gap on this side too. It is going to go ahead and into a slight angle to the base. So I just need to carve it that way. I'm using the flat side of the chisel down. I don't know if that's the proper way. I feel like I remember saying something about that being the proper way, but it's like Schrodinger's cat with me. Everything, I think, could be the exact opposite of the way it is. It's always binary things are always wrong for me somehow. Like I can never get the right answer. It's dead and it's alive at the same time until you actually see what comes of it, basically. It's up and it's down, it's left and it's right. All the things, this is how I think somehow. My wife wasn't supposed to be home yet. This is supposed to be a surprise, and also I don't want to tell her I'm doing it, just in case she thinks it's a bad idea. I want her to see the end result before she knows the process. Knows what I'm planning or what cockamamie scheme I've got going this time. Hope she likes it. I guess I can't fault her if she doesn't. Okay, so this one and this one. Oops, 21. Let's see. Seems good, yeah. Okay. So, now it does need to go up a little bit more. Yeah. Therefore, this side needs to come down a little bit more. And work on that a little bit more. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put a marker in for speed up. Might have to do that on a few of these areas. I always wonder how these side things work. If it's something that takes a while to do, people just watch it the whole time, or they just watch it while they're doing something else. Maybe they just don't watch it. It's probably gonna be the case with me. If you like self-deprecating humor, subscribe below. And I'll fail at everything he tries to do at least once. In this project, I think I've failed twice. No, probably 3 times. If you run this, will that help it to lay down, or will I just be making more of a gap? Oh, I might just make more of a gap, actually. Oh, man. Speak of the devil, and the failure will show. Oops, putting that in the wrong. I was putting that in the wrong side. Okay. Is that other hole? No, that's not one. Gotta be this one. That one. Yes. And it seems like that'll work, actually. I did make that gap bigger for no reason on the other side. I just raised up a little bit right there. Now, I guess I could just go ahead and go through. But I am kind of worried about that, so maybe I'll just estimate where it goes and go ahead and just put it at that angle going into that. Yeah. Let's put holes in. I got that one. Okay, so that one and this one. So that's going this way, this is going this way. Then I'm going to start right here. Estimating where the center will be. Oh, no. Okay. Look from all angles. And then all around, like here is out in the center, here is out in the center, here is out in the center, and here is out in the center. Okay, I need to move it over just a little bit and check again. Okay, so there. From top of the center, from the left, it looks like it's in the center. From behind and from the right. I'm gonna go ahead and, well, first make sure it's in the right position. Right there, and take this one out. Clamp it with my hand, sort of. Hold down. Now I'm gonna check for the centers. Left, right, bottom. Okay, I got it right. Have that locked on there. Okay, so. Oh. I did it on the side that I had the hole. Okay, well, that's okay. So get another toothpick. Go ahead and break off the point. And I'll use that side to go through to this. That's the toothpick hole right there, next to the big hole. Hopefully that won't make too much of a difference. I'm going as far as I can push it. See if it's pretty much flush on this side. And then break it off on this side. Maybe I should have had hanging off like I did the other one. Oh well. I lost that one already. And then this one goes on this side. And not that hole, this hole. Oh, just broke it again. Twist it around. It looks the best it seems right there. Let's just check it. This. Oh, just ripped it off again. off the point again. Pushing that through. Twisting it around until it fits the best. Even though there's that gap there. Unfortunately, the gap on the one on this side is on this side. It's interesting. That is where they should be right there. So, yeah, so they are the right angles at least. Using this. I think I snapped it in the middle. Dang it. So now I'm gonna have it right in here. Yeah. I don't know. What is it? What's it a bag for? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Basically marking whereabouts these schools will come into play here. Okay. Turn angle like this. So that's the way. That angle as much as possible. Oh. But in the meantime, I'm also going to tie it on. So, is it ready? Yeah, right. So from above, if you're behind the drill, it looks like counterclockwise. Oh, dang it. I moved it off the edge. Try to find basically where the center would be on this. And think about the angle. Trying to bring it back a little. If this one's at this angle, then this one has to be at this angle. Oh. So this one's at this angle. This one's going to be like this. And it may be forgiving. I don't really know. I'm hoping so. Try to find the approximate center of this warp. At this angle. I'll bring it back a little bit. Also got to remember to pull it back a little bit. Stop there for now. Ow. Splinter. Okay, and then this will go into here like this. Oh, it's got to be forgiving because it's not quite right. Okay, so I'm just going to go a little deeper, I think, with those. If I can get them deeper here, that'd be good too. Or I'm going to have to cut these off a little bit because it seems like that's a little too far out. for a handle right now. So. I do have it coming through the other side. Through there. I just leave it like that. Oh, started coming through on the other side here. And go to do some sanding. I'll just use the fine sandpaper. Now, just kind of get it together at this point. Go on. Get it. Keep it. Wait. Top and this bottom. Works. How far out it goes? I feel like it needs to be a little shorter. Let's see if this works better, actually. It has to be the way. Yeah, it has to be. I don't want to go any deeper on that or, in fact, on this. So, I mean, unless I just using the chisel and get it deeper that way. Yeah, I might try that. Actually, maybe I'll cut down on this gap on this side at least. If I do that, so just assuming, estimating. I guess it's better to go with the grain of the wood. And it does. I want to have my hand here to control this a little better. So you can see what's going on there. Hopefully. Getting rid of the gap a little bit, maybe. Maybe might be a good thing. Hey, y'all, you should play with the cars again, don't you think? Since they're still out, otherwise you gotta put them away. Oh no. Make sure I get rid of that gap. I'm just gonna even this out all the way through. Unless you think I'm making a mistake, please let me know now in the comments if I am making a huge mistake by going and chiseling on this side a little bit more again. But I kind of think if I make it even, then that gap goes away. That little inconsistency here goes away. If I make this too low, I'll just make the other side lower, maybe. I don't know. Not exactly working with all the tools in the shed. Which is kind of why I wanted to call my channel Scatterbrain Repairs. Or Scatterbrain Brothers Repair. I think Alan and I had agreed on that. He may have used a more offensive term, I don't know. It's looking a little better. I mean, it's still a gap and it's still rough, but it's almost like a highlight circling, you know, just a circling or an encirclement of this post here. I still need to fill in that gap, but I think it's going to remain where it is. So we're going to make this side a little lower, I think. Also, I really do need to cut down those dowels bits. Anyway, it's flat from here back to here, it looks like. So the only problem will be this area up here, I think. Let's see. Oh, does that improve the anything here? Yeah. Makes it a little closer. Might be good. Could perhaps go a little bit more even. Oh, here's a nice angled side. That'd be good. Now that is pretty deep on this side, and basically flush. Kind of almost goes out straight through the thing on this side. So now this side came down a little bit more. The other side, I can close that gap right there. So I'm going to try to work on going straight back into that. Also, but working with the grain of the wood. Yeah. Make it very thin right there. now I'm going across the grain because I'm really just trying to get straight from here through, straight from here through, straight all the way to there, but maybe a little deeper on this side, on the far side. Okay, it's all true. Let's stick this and see how it's supposed to fit. Yeah.
Are you calling?
Yeah.
Are you calling?
Yeah. Oh, wait a second, that's not going to do. Let me see. I'm doing something. That's a surprise for mommy, so don't tell. Okay.
Okay.
I'll work into this area here to make that straight across almost. Kind of how thin it's getting on this side though. I don't even know what kind of wood I'm working with here. This is just a random piece of wood I picked up outside, so. Seems to be a pretty hard wood though, so. Seems to be pretty forgiving. It's got some cracks in it, but I'm hoping that I can, yeah, sort of strengthen those a little bit. Okay, now. This toothpick situation really helped out, I think. Oh, am I off screen? Oh. So, yeah, the toothpick situation really helped out. I can just put that into there and hope that this is going through the right hole because there's two holes in there. But it looks pretty flush there, and then we have a little bit still of a gap there. But I don't know how deep we're going. Let me mark this with a pencil real quick. We're only going that deep on this side, so I could actually go further here. Maybe reduce that gap as well as the what's it called? Oh, and the distance between the base and the handle. There's a way to zoom in on here. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, hopefully you can see this okay. Maybe I'll take some close-up shots just in case. Back to a screenshot here. I don't need to do any more on this side. It's pretty flat all the way across. This may change the angle of how the post or the dowel sticks into it. So I'm a little worried about what I'm doing. But that's what must happen when you don't have a plan. Or when your plan keeps changing. Still got a bit of a gap there. But we're on the thing. I could still go a little further. So I might just try to work out these sides right here, in fact. That might be what's stopping it, in fact. So I may have gone too far already with the depth. I just need to work on these sides. That's the right one. Maybe work on the corner a little bit there and there. Getting a little better. I'll be pretty much flush on this side. We'll see right there. Still a little bit of a gap, but case you're not seeing this very well, I'm gonna try to have some inserts, close-ups of what I'm doing here. There's the gap. It's getting better. This must be a hard way because I'm already almost halfway through the visit thickness of it, and oh, it hasn't broken. Not wood. A little better. But on this side, wait, no, actually, that was the problem on this side. Oh. Almost lost the definition between those two holes there too. Better. Have I gone too far the other way now? I don't. I think I'm gonna stop there and just fill it because I might just be messing myself up. So here, that into there, a little hole, twist it until it fits. Oh, that's my thumb over here. So if I do the same thing on this side, put it straight back into that, so that this might be good. Might be good. So do a little bit of that. All over playing in the background for cars. Pretty interesting. I feel like that's the exact same scenario I played when I was a child at some point. I don't know. That assumes that all kids think the same. Okay, I better check this before I go too far. Put the toothpick in there. Find the little hole that's supposed to fit into that one. I think that's the one I drilled with the little hole next to the big hole. Pretty flush on this side. And actually the gap is better there. Maybe I'll continue doing what I was doing there. String it out that way. Making it deeper on this side than it is on this side. Getting even better. You do. In fact, I feel like it's almost flush against there, really. Yeah. Now you can't handle it anymore. You have to go do electron or something. Is that what you're saying? What? Or are you going to play with some other toys so we have reason not to get rid of some other ones too? You don't play with your figures anymore, your men, superheroes and stuff? Oh, really? Oh, but now you're not playing with your cars anymore? Okay. Okay. Okay, now. Yeah. Oh no. My dowel. Okay, now here. Might be tricky. Can get inside of this area to sand it. I'm trying to. No, that's just messing up the sander. So I'm trying to roll this up. Oh, maybe I'll try to roll it up around this. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh no. Actually, both have it. Yeah. I don't know. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh. Hey, can you give me that that little round piece right there?
But Shabby.
Yeah?
Yeah, I haven't been on electronics today.
Thank you.
Like
Yeah?
when I
Not for
got
very long.
home so long.
Oh, it's actually pretty high.
What are you gonna do?
Trying to make a handle, but don't tell mommy because it's a surprise, okay? Hmm. It would be best if I could go a little further, but this
What if
angle.
it falls off that thing?
I'm probably going to be likely the only one to get. Let's try to throw back at an angle. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. I guess I'm just.
That was an ant fly.
Yeah.
Do some ants have wings?
Just here they're about equal.
No, do some ants have wings?
Yeah?
It was a bunny
What?
ant.
Wow.
But can you know?
Just a second. I suppose the. Yeah, this was the original. So if this one's at this angle. This one. Whoa. At this angle. Oh, I dropped the toothpick through the. Okay. Where'd my chisel go? Oh, did I drop this one? Oh, no, this is my chisel. Okay. I'm gonna get this side deeper. See if that helps. The opposite side, the deep side, actually. Make it deeper. So this goes more straight into that area. I think I might have to make a part 5 on this one. Seems I need to do something with the kids here. And say don't bother there. I think she's home and she's probably still working, so. Let's see. Next to the big hole. It's a good thing. Which one has the little hole? Which little hole does this? This one. Okay. So it's almost there. I don't know what it's done with the angle, but probably just because it's not consistent all the way around. Oh, let's take a screenshot of do that close up I would be listening to if I wasn't worried about copyright violation. I might need to end up cutting all the pictures, and there's the album one I guess you gotta worry about. So, and I don't know if that's quite come across this. I'm learning guitar so that I can actually just put my own music on these things, like music I like, or I guess something inspired by music I like, since copyrighting. I probably like old stuff too, that even is in public domain, so I gotta put something like that in. Let's combine with the bigger hole. Okay, actually that gap's not looking too bad there. This one, little hole there. Don't get stuck in it. Twist it around until it gets best. This one's got this kind of gap, and this one's got this kind of gap on the other side. And right now we're going at 2 different angles. Put that into the base. Actually, it straightens out the angles a little bit. If I do this anymore, the gap's almost pretty much good, and that one is too, so I don't really want to mess with the handle too much more. I think I'm just going to cut these dowels down to size. So, I'm going to get this. Put that colored in right there, maybe just about maybe was that an 1/8 of an inch? Put all that down. Okay. But the same with this one. Wind up on this side. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second.
Okay.
Oh yeah? Is mommy using the other? What am I doing? What's she doing? She's still doing her schoolwork? Or? For work? Okay. Sand this one a little bit down. Get off the edges. Oh, even the sandpaper is actually curving off the edge. Don't want to do too much because holes are pretty shallow on one side. About equal. Okay. Now let's see. One goes with the big hole with a little hole next to it. Yeah. Oh, this one already got this. And this one goes into the little hole by itself, a toothpick stuck in the other little hole. Okay. So, okay. And then this and this. Seems okay. Alright. So now I guess I'm going to the right height. I guess that's okay. So I just put nails in it. Well, no, just use the glue stick with, the wood glue with a toothpick. That'll probably work. It looks parallel this way, so that's good. I guess I could sand this off a little bit to make it even shorter and to conform it to that hole too. I might actually do that. But I guess I'm going to go ahead and end this part of the series, as it has turned out to be, of how to make a handle for the sliding door. And I will try to go back on tomorrow morning around 10 a.m. I'm going to try to do that actually. So if you've seen this video and then you want to actually see how it ends or how I fail again, check it out and subscribe below to get those notifications. Thanks. Yeah. Okay.